He remembers being 4, then 10, then 14, then 21. He remembers fighting for his life during this time, every day when the tide came in. He struggled for air as leeches and crabs devoured him. And all he ever wanted in those days, all he ever hoped for, was to stop. For his body to give in. For something in him not to care anymore and surrender. He never did. Eventually he turned to venom, and it helped with the screams. But those days are over. Bane has stopped. He has something new, a villain known as Psychopirate. And he can take away the screams. He can tell Bane that he's strong, and that he's always able to stop. Bruce Wayne watches over a girl named Claire, who is also known as Gotham Girl. She is not well and has been staying at Wayne Manor, but without Psychopirate, she cannot be helped. So Bruce orders Duke and Alfred to watch over her. He's going out and won't be back for some time. He's accepting Amanda Waller's offer to get Psychopirate back, and even though Alfred calls the plan, well, psychotic, Bruce only cares about helping the girl. Arkham, a place I've filled. Tonight is different though. Tonight I'm taking 4 patients out for a mission. The deal with Amanda Waller allows this, although Jeremiah Arkham is none too pleased about letting one of them go free, given the extent of the prisoner's crimes. Jim is here to facilitate things, but I doubt he likes this any better. It doesn't matter what they want though. I have a mission. The first member of my squad is Arnold Wesker. 8 counts of murder, sentenced to life without parole. The first to call himself the ventriloquist. I make him the standard offer, preferential treatment in exchange for participation. The chance to exercise and see the sun once again. Wesker is afraid. That puppet always told him what to do. But Scarface is gone. He has to make his own decisions now. With a disturbing smile, he agrees to my offer. Next up is Turner, the Bronze Tiger. 2 counts of manslaughter, sentenced to 20 years without parole. Graduate from the League of Assassins, member of several intelligence agencies. And someone who just resoundingly beat me. He's fast, and it's been too long. Time to get him out of here. We then approach Julie, no known real name. 4 counts of murder, sentenced to life without parole. She has been catatonic since her lover, Punch, disappeared. I have a feeling that's all about to change. Jim Gordon is right-handed, but this imposter lit his pipe with the left hand when we got here. I had my contacts checked, and the real Gordon is home, drugged and asleep. I have to admire the lengths Punch went to rescue this girl. He'll do anything to get her. And they'll do anything to get out. And then there's the last. Jeremiah's furious and says he can't allow this. He says some crimes are too terrible to overlook. Look around at the asylum I've filled. Do you really want to tell me what I can't do? I've been thinking lately about you and me. You might be the only one that understands what I'm doing here. Bane has something I want. I will take it. I will do what needs to be done. I will never stop. And you're going to help me. Selena Kyle, Catwoman. 237 counts of murder. Sentenced to death by lethal injection. Hello and welcome to Comic Island. My name is Arden, and this is my recap and review of Batman number 9. Yep, for better or worse, I really just can't help myself. I'm picking up another Batman series for now because I keep hearing things about this title, and I was not let down by it. I Am Suicide promises to be a big story arc for Batman, and things kick off here with a rather solid start. There's a lot in this little issue, from the awesome little Bane intro we get to the small and subtle reference to the Legion of Superheroes this mysterious Arkham inmate draws on her cell window. Not sure what the Legion symbol means, although we know Rebirth is bringing the futuristic team back into continuity, so their little cameo is likely to hint at things to come. But all of that feels like window dressing to the meat of this story, which is the great little sequence of Batman assembling his own Suicide Squad as part of this unspecified deal with Amanda Waller. Now this part, which really is the bulk of the comic, is just so good and so excellent. We see a couple of familiar faces and some new, but all of them were interesting. However, I think we can all agree the most interesting one of all was Selina. I love the little reference to the Killing Joke Tom King snuck into this story with the whole "I've been thinking about you and me" line. And that bombshell of the 237 counts of murder was very surprising. I had assumed that I was missing some reference to a weird recent Batman story I hadn't read yet, but no. From what I can tell, this is new information. What this means and what Catwoman does is mystery as far as I can tell. And that should be very interesting going forward with this story. Plus, I do like Catwoman. Well, kind of. The thing is, when she's done well, she's a great pseudo-ally to Batman, but that really depends on when she's done well, which I find is pretty rare. That being said, after reading this comic, I have plenty of faith in Tom King's ability to deliver on this. But the most compelling aspect of this issue has to be the very idea behind it. Not only is Batman going up against Bane with a squad of supervillains in tow, which is totally awesome to begin with, this comic also confirms something I have suspected for some time. See, in a month and a half, we're going to have the big Justice League vs. Suicide Squad crossover drop. The plot of which is basically that the League finds out about the squad and sets out to shut it down, understandably not at all approving of villains running around and killing people, even for sanctioned reasons. That's fair, but one thing I was wondering was I get most of the League not knowing about the Suicide Squad. Batman would definitely know about them, pretty much in any continuity. And as it turns out, oh, he totally does. He's even going to get his own iteration of the team for now. That little bit of information is going to be very, very important when the Justice League actually gets into conflict with the Suicide Squad. It's going to affect his dynamic with the team, presumably. So this story is probably going to be worth your time for the payoff we will get later alone. But setting that aside, it's still a great comic. A fun read with some excellent art. Mikkel Janin and June Chung do some great work penciling and coloring this story respectively. And overall, we get a very polished, well-made Batman comic. So it's highly recommended from me. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep reading comics.